So, how did your faith and your writing help you make sense of your pain and find purpose again after loss?
Well, that's a difficult question. I was raised Episcopalian, and there was a time where I was an evangelical, probably for a long time, because it brought a lot of stability in my into my life. Um, After Stephen died, I think I became sort of spiritually unmoored. I knew where the pier was, but I was less certain of things, and so I did a lot of thinking and assessing and talking about it with my grief counselor, and kind of made some decisions and came through on the other side with a lifestyle and a philosophy that works for me. That's very practical. It's not. I didn't jettison Christianity or my faith per se, but I think I'm less doctrinaire about it. Um, um, I'm less able to articulate what I believe, and yet I know that there is some spiritual stability and strength and resources that are available to me, but I don't know if I could really articulate, what it all means or where it's coming from, because I think the more you articulate it, the more you're putting God in a box. We're talking some pretty cosmic stuff. And as soon as we start to, articulate it, it becomes smaller and smaller as opposed to bigger and more wondrous.
One of the things that on this podcast, maybe not so much, more on my ABCs of Parenting Adult Children podcast, I I like to remind people that there are a lot of churches, especially in the South. There's a church on every corner, it seems like, right? But I don't care if you're Protestant, Catholic, Buddhist, Hindu, whatever your flavor of religion is, right? Whatever doctrine, religious doctrine or theology that you subscribe to. Um, I think that uh, a lot of churches have pastoral counseling. They have programs that are there to help people. Life is difficult. It's hard. Divorce, raising kids, teenagers, losing children to cancer, all sorts of, humanity is plagued with a plethora of issues, right? There's many, many things that affect us. And churches, a lot of churches have over the centuries, I think, have keyed in on the fact that we go to church because we're sick, we're spiritually sick, right? We need Jesus, we need grace, we need mercy, we need many things that religion ascribes to, right? And
Right.
and whether your God's name is Jesus or Muhammad or whoever, I think that humans or humanity has always kind of looked at the stars, right? And we've always wondered if there was something bigger than us, right?
Right.
And
Yep.
that there was purpose for our lives, a bigger purpose, a better purpose, right? Other than what we've been scratching out on our own, right, through the centuries.
There's something I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it quickly, but there's a scene that speaks to this. Keep talking, and I'm going to see if I can find this because I
Okay.
address this specifically in one of my novels, where my protagonist is attending the church service, the funeral service for the first lady who has died. So keep talking about that, and
All
I
right.
think I can find this.